Chapter 31. What happened to Indian Joe? A return to the cab. The news spread. In a few minutes men were in boats on their way to cave. Tom was in the boat with John Tencher. When the door was opened, they saw a sad sight. Indian Joe was on the ground dead. Tom's experience in the cave made him understand Indian Joe's sufferings, but a heavy weight of fear had been lifted from Tom's heart. The next morning, Tom and Huck had an important talk. Now Huck told Tom about following Indian Joe up the hill to Mrs. Douglas' house. This part of the story was new, and Indian Joe came from number 2 in that public house, Huck said. And now we shall never know any more about that box of money. Huck, Tom said, that money was never in number 2. Huck, it is in the cave. Say that again, Tom. The money is in the cave. Tom, is this true? Is it true, Huck? Will you go there with me and help to bring it out? I will if I can go to the cave and not get lost. Are you strong enough? Tom asked. I can walk more than a mile, Tom. Is it 5 miles, Huck, for any other person? But I know a shorter way. I will take you there in a boat. It will be easy. I want to start now, Tom. Tom agreed. We want some bread and milk, and our tobacco, and 2 bags, and some string, and some light. They took a French boat, and about noon the boys started their journey. Tom knew where to stop. They pulled the boat up off the shore. Huck, the horse is near. Try to find it. Huck tried and found nothing. Then Tom proudly took him among the trees and said, Here it is. The boys entered the horse. Tom was leading. They tied their stirrup to a rock to guide their return. A few steps took them to the little waterfall, and Tom felt his warm body shaking. He told Huck that this was where he and Becky had been when they were lost. The boys were quiet now. The stillness and the darkness were heavy on their hearts. They continued walking, and soon they came to the place where the fall seemed to end. With the light, they could see that they were on a hill leading to another rock fall below. Tom says, Now I will show you something, Huck. He held his light high. Look as far as you can around the corner. Do you see that? On the big rock. Tom, is it a cross? That is where I saw Indian Joe, Huck. And where is number 2? Remember what he said, under the cord. Huck said in a shaking voice, Tom, I want to go away from here. What? And leave the money? Yes, leave it. Indian Joe's spirit is there. No, Huck. His spirit is near the door, where he died. That is 5 miles away. No, Tom, it would guard the money. I know about spirits, and you do so. Tom began to think that Huck was right. But then he had a different thought. Huck, his spirit would not be near a court. Huck agreed. Tom, I did not think of that. But it is true. We must go down there and find the box. It was not easy to go down the hill of rock to the floor below. Tom went first and Huck followed. Near the bottom of the great rock, the boys found where some person had been eating and sleeping, but they found no money. Then Tom took his knife and used it to turn over the urn behind the great rock. The knife touched wood. Huck, do you hear that? They pushed away some stone and some old board. Behind that there was an opening under the rock. With his light, Tom went down. Huck followed. Tom went around a corner and shouted, Huck, look there. It was the box of money. There were also 2 guns. We have it, said Huck, putting his hands among the pieces of gold. We are rich, Tom, Hugs. I was always sure that we would get it. And we have it. Can I lift the box? He could lift it, but he could not carry it. They put the money in their 2 bags and carried it up from the house under the rock. Now we want to go, said Huck. No, Huck, leave them there. We will return and use them some other time. I think it is late. And I'm hungry. We can eat and smoke outside in the boat. After eating and smoking, they returned up the river. It was dark when they arrived at the edge of the windlass. Huck, says Tom, we will take the money to Mr. Dorland's house. I know a place near there to leave it tonight. Tomorrow morning he can carve it and divide it. And then we can find a place in the forest where it will be safe. You will hear now and watch it. I am going to get Betty, Taylor's little one gone. Here's a return with the wagon. They put the bags of money in the wagon and start towards Cardiff Hill. Near Mr. Jones' house, they stopped to read. Mr. Jones came out. Who is there? He said. Huck and Tom Sawyer. Come with here, boys. They are all waiting for you. Let me pull your wagon. It is very heavy. What do you have in it? Nothing of value, I am sure of that. Boys will always work for things of no what. Hurry now. The boys want to know now. They should hurry. You will learn when you arrive. Should they were entering Mr. Dorgan's house, leaving the wagon near the door, or the important person of the village. The treasure were there, the half unpolished Mary and Mary knew more. All was this in their breast short. Tom and Huck were covered with earth from the calf, and Polly's face was red when she saw Tom's face and coat. Mr. Donald took the boys to a bedroom and said, "What's the dish now? Here are new coats, and both of you come and join the other when you are ready."